Dame la C,
C,
dame la R,
R,
dame la E,
E,
dame la A.
A,
¿Qué dice?
Crea,
¿Qué dice?
Crea,
Más fuerte.
Crea,
para los familiares.
Crea,
para la comunidad.
Crea,
estamos haciendo historia.
y nadie lo va a parar.
I came to Hogar Crea as a resident years ago. This was in 1989. I came to Hogar Crea. This location particularly, when I came into treatment. And at that moment, I stayed here for about 10, 11 years, but also as an employee. Working for Hogar Crea, then I was transferred to different places, Puerto Rico, Florida, Jersey. So I've been working with Hogar Crea, or helping Hogar Crea, better say, for quite a few years. I came as a resident because I was an addict.
Well, we took the wrong road, and Crea shows you how to get back on that right road, get back to society, and live the way you should live. You know, and there's a lot of how do I say it? That something went wrong in our lifestyle that we decided to use stimulants, to not feel that pain, to not accept the reality of your life. And that's what addiction does. One does it to fit in sometimes, or to fit in certain places, you know, and don't realize how bad it can get afterwards. So we orientate a lot the community, you know, and the people in jail. You know, we try to go to jail. We used to go to jails and give intervention over there to the inmates, you know, and because jail does nothing but stops, because you're incarcerated, so you got no choice but to stop doing drugs. But as soon as you get out and you're a free person, you're going to go right back to because you learn nothing about your personality, your temperaments, and you just put it on a frozen standstill. You know, as soon as you get back out, it's going to start all over again.
I mean, a prison life is something, and then to live out here in free society and be in a house full of men is something else. Because we actually we're not behind bars. We're not stipulated. I'm not stipulated here. I mean, there are occasions that, you know, are stipulated, but the doors are never locked. You know, you can come and go as you please. If you're really that tough, you know, then you can go ahead and walk out the door whenever you want to. That's the thing that we learn in prison. We learn how to be institutionalized, and Crea, it breaks it down. It takes it apart and it teaches us how to be, you know, be able to socialize and to communicate and, you know, be normal. Basically, that's what it teaches us how to do.
I think number one, it's community outreach. People really need to know what we do here. We're not a typical rehab. We're not like that. People who are in charge, like directors, supervisors, they treat the new people as if because we're one of them. All we have more than them is more clean time. That's all. So it's the respect that we give them. And I'll tell you what, the biggest reward for us as leaders is to watch the growth in these people. It's amazing.
We are presenting to the community that the addict can come into treatment and live a drug-free life and relate to the people from the society being drug-free, that they can be accepted back into the community because Hogar Crea was going to give you new values. You're going to start feeling good about yourself, because when a resident comes into treatment, their self-esteem is real low, and then little by little, through the different sessions that we have here, group sessions, he started acquiring better self-esteem. And we also do the fundraising through selling custards, flans, and all different goodies that we make here in our bakery.
We are taking a negative part of the community and replacing that with a positive member of society. And so we're actually helping the community. Not only the community, but actually the world. You know, if we can continue doing that with more and more people, then we're going to be continuously taking the negative and turning it into something positive. And not just for them and their families, but also for the communities. And it helps the community in a very big way.
Well, as a child, we would come to Crea on Wednesdays and Sundays to visit the companions, and I didn't understand really what Crea was about at that point. And my mom, not that she didn't want to explain to us what it was, but I guess she didn't want our thought of Crea to be tainted, or, you know, for us to think negatively about whoever was here. So it was just like, we're gonna go visit Crea. It was a normal thing that we did every single Wednesday and Sunday. So then moving forward, when I became older and learned what Crea was all about, it was like, oh my gosh, you know, like, we were there. We used to, you know, hang out there and eat dinners with the gentlemen and sometimes ladies at the women's center. So it was different to know what it really was about as an adult. And it allowed us as adults to not judge people by their circumstance, because we don't know what their circumstances are. So for that, I thank my mom.
Crea para la comunidad. Crea. Estamos haciendo historia. Y nadie lo va a parar.